Alright, welcome back. So you can see in this video I did the wing. I still have yet to do the engines though. I'll do that in a later video. But I'll explain a little bit more about the wing before I start on the tail end here. So you can see the wing structure as it thins out to the wing tip. And also the elevation of the wings, I guess it's not that high on the 747, but these block segments is 20 blocks each one. So from the beginning of the wing to this part here is 20 blocks, and then you go up a block, and then again 20, and then you go up again, and then 20 blocks and up again, and 20 blocks along the wing, just to show the elevated state of the wing. Also for the front here I started with 5 blocks. Well, it's a total of 7 actually, but I usually just count the front portion here. So these blocks are 5, and every 10 I decrease them by 1. So this is 5, so this 10 block. From here I go 4 blocks to another 10, and then the next 10 is 3 blocks here, and then the next 10 is 2 blocks, and then from this point where it's just 1 block I do all the way to 20, and then again you decrease it by 1 block, so it's just 2 total blocks at 20, and then the last portion of the wing tip will be 1, and that's just to show the thinning. It's basically how the wing thins out to the wingtip. And then also I did the wingtip here, or the winglet. You see, it's basically this row. I start 1 back from this block, and it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks long. And then this block will start on the outer edge, 2 blocks back, and it's 7 blocks. No, 8 blocks. So this bottom portion is 8 blocks, and then the next block up is 7 blocks, and then this one will be actually 7 as well. So the third row is 7 blocks, going one block back each way all to the top. And so the third row is also 7 back. As it comes out 1 block here, goes up 2 again, and then again you go 1 block out, 2 blocks up, and then the same pattern. So basically it's 2 blocks up, 1 block out in that pattern, and then you go all the way up with 1 block decreasing upwards like that. And that's how I made the wing tip, and that's the wing design. And so the back here, this spacing is 4 blocks. This is to show the flaps of the wings. I choose to build it like this to show it rather than use black wool to denote the wing flaps as some people do. It's just a preference of builds. You know, like I said, some people use black blocks to denote the wing flaps. I choose to build it like this to show the flaps rather than using the wool. Yeah, so that's how the wing looks. And so let's start on the tail end here. So this is where the wing, the tail end starts to curve back up to the end of the plane. So we come here. That's why we build this thing, so we know actually how steep the angle is. And so the side, we just gotta connect, you know, side to the bottom. And so we start from here. From here I stop 1 short of the end, like this. So it's just 1 block on the inside of it coming out. And this was 5. So we just fill it in. And this part is really tedious. I'm just going basically just filling in blocks. And this pattern is something I actually just recently started doing. I did it a little different in my previous planes before. The last 2 or 3 planes I've done it in this style. It kind of looks better. Shows more of a gradual curve or slant to the tail end as it raises up. I'll fill in that part later. So again, come to the next row, and it's the same thing. You stop one short of the end. And again, one higher. And then you just fill in that row. And it's basically just doing this to the tail end until you finish the whole thing. So as you kind of imagine, right, it's pretty tedious. Bring this row forward. So actually what I'm gonna do right now is bring these all the way forward. As you can see, these rows here actually aligns with these rows. This is where each row will end. So I'm just gonna bring those out first, so I don't have to keep coming up to do it. Part. So again, as I've been saying before, this is the pattern I've come to build at. You know, so I've already done it 2 different ways, or actually 3 different ways of this portion here. There's many ways to do it. You certainly find your own pattern, whatever. You know, you see something different or you build it differently that you like. You know, certainly can do it that way, so you don't make it look really weird. But this is not the only way to do it, and certainly, like I said, you can have your own patterns. This is just, like I said, the pattern I've come to use that I've been trying out. Far. So let's go back to the underside now. So again, the next row of 3s, bring up, stop one short. And I must apologize for the lack of commentary, or how bad the commentary is. I'm not a good commentator, as I stated before. Most of this is just me doing it off the top of my head, trying to find patterns, using trial and error along the way, and slowly trying to improve my builds from past, and just finding different ways to do it better as it approaches my turn here. You know, some people have used grids and other stuff to help them make these planes. So a lot of it is, a lot of it is just in my head, thinking of how it should be done, and shaping this aircraft. So I'm gonna sleep to make it back daytime. So a lot of this is just me trying to, or I'm not trying to, but learning shaping to get these planes done. I have nothing to work off of. But so like I said, there's different ways to do it, and that's part of the reason why it's hard for me to commentate or explain some stuff in these videos, because like I said, it's just the way I build is just off the top of my head. I'm looking at the pictures and trying to make it look correct, trial and error. So but this part is, like I said, it's just tedious filling in. Let's see, take it from the side. I'll have to show side view from here. Should be able to start seeing the pattern here. Oops. So we go out. So you can kind of see the pattern it's creating as I do this, is it shows kind of a gentle curve, going up, and so that's why I do it in this fashion now. So it's kind of a little bit more gentler curve going up rather than just having a point and then coming up. That's why I do this in this pattern. But like I said, people can come up with their own patterns of doing it. It's certainly not the only way, as I stated before. But that's basically how you do it the whole way up. So we'll continue again. So again, it's start from here, one block in. As you can see on the left side too, the left side is not completely filled in. I usually do, oops, I'm actually long. Well, as I was saying, I usually do one side first and then copy the other side, as you see me doing here. So this is one end now, as we come up to the end of this portion. So we're just basically doing the same thing, just now we start the narrowing part of the side as it narrows back to the tail, and you just cut it off here. So you go to this one. So again, you stop one short on the edge. I think that's little mistake. I'm always doing that. And I think, wow, okay, this is 14 minutes, so I'll stop it here and we'll continue in the next one.